Large Blast podcast listeners, you join us now as we decide upon a random topic, not generator as you might normally think to expect in the show, but a completely different random topic generator where we're each going to generate ourselves a random model, and then we're going to pick some keywords and we're going to partake on a challenge, if you like, over the next month or so to try to make a conversion using the model that we've picked random from the list. Welshy, let's pick the first model.
So it will be, we picked some random numbers before the show and we are going down the list of models, starting at those that cost £15 and going down.
15 to 20 quid.
If you're listening at home and you are free, you could also probably partake in this. If you want to match the theme, it might be quite interesting to see what you can come up with.
A Eldar Spirit Seer, Stoney.
Oh, he's the new mod. He's the new model.
That's cool.
Right. It's a cool model.
He's quite sexy. He's not bad. I like him. He's a take on a classic. I'm a bit upset though, because if I'd got 13, I would have got myself the rather cool Doctor model for the Gene Stealer cult that we were talking about.
One away from the Biophagus. But I think you can do a lot with that Spirit Seer.
Yeah, me too. This will be my first. I've done some Dark Eldar, used some Dark Eldar stuff before, but never a straight up Eldar. So this will be my first time rocking some Eldar. So yeah, looking forward to getting my hands on the kit.
I hope it'd be quite nice if we all randomly get a model that we don't normally buy and collect.
Gribus Rex, the Alley Man for the Plague Marines. That's a cool model, Matt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really cool.
Oh, I thought he had a microphone at first, but he's got a pen.
Yeah.
I thought he had like a kind of a Terry Wogan style thin microphone he was using to speak out.
Yeah.
He's got an abacus as well, Matt. Loads of stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
A speaker.
In the grim dark of the future, they've forgotten how to use fucking calculators. We've got to get a goddamn abacus.
Eversor Assassin. I do not have an Eversor Assassin. I have two of the other 4 assassins, but not an Eversor.
Yeah, cool.
Nice,
okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Man, that you're creeping down towards the more expensive end of our scale there.
Definitely, the top end, 59 out of the 65 rank. But that's okay.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
You got a lot of plastic on that kit that you can mess around with, so that's cool.
For sure, yeah. I'm not sure. He's quite kind of mono-pose as he is, but I think the situation, the scenic base perhaps might be how I kick off the Eversor.
Depends on the theme.
Okay, so in my hand, I have got a list of words, thematically themed words. We're going to pick 2 of these, right? Theme number 1 is circus.
Oh,
cool.
Circus theme.
Okay.
Theme number 2 is neon.
Neon circus.
Neon circus.
Okay, cool. So we've got our 3 models. We've got the words that we need to interpret. We'll keep you posted on our progress.
Let's see what this says. Oh dear. It's a call from the Inquisition.
Classified black message as follows. Dear Sire of your mighty temple, the Inquisitor Isolt requests you ready and operative, a mission which requires the highest level of shock and terror tactics. There are rumoured to be factors at play in line with the most heretical practices. A carnivora world of light, excess and pleasure may have fallen into the clutches of our foes. Your operative is to infiltrate and destroy any leadership within the known circus cult at 361762. Emperor Protect.
I wonder what this is. It's only a bloody Eversor assassin. As soon as I saw this model, there were two things that jumped to mind. The first was Tim Burton, and it being Christmas, I wanted to make sure I included Nightmare Before Christmas and Batman and Robin references within this work. Secondly, I wanted to ensure that I referenced Tron in the suit of the Eversor assassin. Here's a little montage of some of my progress steps. Matt, share your screen and we'll have a look.
Here's my. Can you see it?
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Tell us a bit about him.
It's a juggler, a crusty Nurgle juggler, with a Nurgling carrying a neon abacus. So it's like a light up sign.
I can see. No, zoom in again on his juggling skulls.
Oh yeah. He's juggling.
Oh.
Yeah, he's juggling. They're like, because they're all skulls on the abacus, and he had some hanging skulls. There's some skulls in various places. So he's juggling skulls whilst his pet Nurgling, which has been positioned on some sort of, it's like a stage. So he's like performing behind him. And he's counting the skulls as the juggler tries to juggle and count. So the tallyman counts things in the Death Guard. Not really sure why, but he's almost like a quartermaster. Like he counts the number of shots fired, the number of enemies killed, the number of Death Guards killed, blah 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 blah. So he just counts stuff. So I just thought that could tie in with like I was thinking like circus performer, juggler.
Cool. Yeah.
I cut the book off because I hate the way the models stand on books. So he's been replaced with a skeleton to tie it in with the skulls as well.
Very cool.
Who is kind of like being squashed, and I've made little milliput maggots that are like climbing out of him.
And is that a hat that you've put on the top of the Nurgling? What's the Nurgling got on his head?
So the Nurgling is wearing an Imperial Guard tank commander's hat.
That's excellent.
Again, I thought it would, because he's on like a stage, he's like performing, which ties it in with the circus. And then
it's funny. I kind of imagine him doing the whole step right up thing. He's like collecting money to get people to watch the amazing juggling, Plague Marine.
And then the Plague Marine, the head is different. The head is from a
the Poxwalker, right?
Poxwalker. Yeah, Poxwalker. I found these like ram horns in my bits box.
Yeah, what
so
are
I
they
glued them
from?
on. I just thought they were weird.
Are they from a Beastman model?
No idea what they're from.
Oh, right.
I think they're from like Tomb King's banner.
Yeah.
Maybe. Something like that. That's a Tomb King, the skeleton on the floor.
How did you do all the grime on the armour?
So I used the hairspray technique. So I kind of I painted him like scale modelers paint tanks. So I painted the rust layers in first, and then I've covered it with hairspray, and then done 2 coats of the green colour, and then kind of chipped bits of paint off, and then I've used some rust weathering powders to add some texture on top. And then
it's really effective.
Similar thing on his on his stage, but I think actually I've made like a homebrew rust in a glass jar, so I use that, like mix the powder with PVA glue. It's just rust, and you just paint it on, so it looks like rust because it is rust.
And is the fire your like foam mod thing that you've done before, the foam build up with super glue?
so flock and super glue.
No,
I kind of wanted, I wanted to get, like, the neon sign was kind of an obvious thing to do, and I wanted to get something else in, but I didn't want to add any more spare bits. And I just, once I started thinking about the juggler, I just thought, oh, that's cool, because I've got loads of skulls in my bits box, and I wanted to get rid of that. I wanted to get rid of that, whatever it is, the daft thing that's on his shoulder pad.
Yeah.
I kept the speaker, but so that's why the Nurgling's on the top, and it makes the sign a little bit more prominent.
Nice, looks
So
great.
So most of this is from the kit, really, isn't it? I mean, it looks like there's not that many parts bought in.
No, I mean, that's just a bit of plastic card to make the stage. It's mostly just him. But the other thing I tried to do, which isn't that clear, it's quite subtle, but I think I wanted to make it subtle, is the way the rust marks, so they're like stripy. If you can, I don't know if you can make, I don't know if you can see my cursor there.
Yeah.
And they're meant to be, I thought it'd be quite cool if I could, like when you imagine a circus tent, I imagine it to be white and red stripes.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to kind of make, he isn't in the circus, he is the circus. He's just like, I'm trying to
kind of rusty stripes sort of thing.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, looks great. Good job, man.
Yeah, really good.
Yes.
Very Neon Circus.
Next up is Stoney with the Spirit Seer model.
Oh wow, you had an Eldar model.
I did, yes.
That's great. I'd forgotten that.
Yeah. So fire up the old email I sent you earlier, Welshy, and
through there. Can everyone see that?
Cool.
So I made this kind of so there's a couple of other ones. I'm not very good at taking photos of miniatures, so maybe scroll through a little bit, see if we can find another one. But so I wanted to make a kind of wandering sort of shaman type guy that wasn't really like, I wanted to keep the silhouette of the Eldar model, but also change it up a lot and make a guy that wasn't necessarily like a part of any faction, but was just a sort of a crazy weird guy. I went a bit experimental. I used a lot of those. I got some of those nail decals, for like that people put on their fancy fingernails, and use those transfers on his sort of dress thing there, on the white part of his dress. So it's got all these kind of floral pattern on it, and just kind of.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But it's quite subtle, and then his base is kind of crazy. Can't really see it very well here as well, but it's just a piece of milliput with loads of like gemstones and stuff pushed into it. So he's kind of like a crazy wandering shaman / circus performer guy. I also wanted it to be like, so this helmet, like I sort of designed it so where it's positioned and stuff, he actually looks through the mouthpiece. It's more like a kind of a headdress, like a kind of a carnival headdress, that's sort of a bit like a peacock that looks like, he's like a scary skull man, but he's actually looking out the mouthpiece sort of thing. Yeah,
it's badass.
Yeah, it's cool. What bits of kit do you know that you used?
I can't remember. There's definitely 2 Warcry kits in there. There's some of the, the unmade is the helmet, obviously, and then the kind of weird sort of Arabian kind of style guys who are all kind of jumping around with kind of curved swords and things. One of them is holding this, so I had that. But yeah, I mean, I quite often do that now because I don't really like play a lot of Warhammer. If there's a kit I like, I might quite often just buy it and just sort of mess around with the bits of it in other different things. So I do have quite a lot of I had quite a lot of bits to pull from, but most of the time, because it's been really fun doing kit bashing after sculpting, because it's just so quick compared to it. Like normally I'd have a kit to help me with a bit that I couldn't sculpt or couldn't be asked to sculpt or something, so I just use a hand of it or something, and then I've just got these like full kits where I've just used like 2 heads and a foot or something. So I'm definitely up for more kit bashing because I've got to shift some of this plastic, boys. It's a fucking nightmare. It's taking up too much space.
So tell us about these. I can see what you meant now.
The decals
on the skirt. Yeah, the decals. They're like
really
translucent
cool.
as well, right?
Yeah. Well, that's how I painted that part white because that's how they do it. You paint the nails white, and then you put then you have these decals because they're see-through that go on top. But like I wanted, I painted his staff like white and this thing that he's holding. So it's got this kind of weird sort of, when you see it in person, like the skirt's got this weird kind of sort of porcelainy, sort of bony effect on it.
It does look like a your nan's china teacup.
Yeah, exactly that
okay.
kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. Like he's got some like old curtain from the past and like in his travels somewhere and like got that. But yeah, so he's got loads of random bits of symbology on him. So he's got some like chaos signs and some Eldar bits and some Imperium bits. So I just wanted him to be like, he's just like a random weirdo that lives in the universe of 40k rather than like he's affiliated to anything or like,
like he's some kind of carnival world and he's just collected random bits from other factions over the years.
Yeah, just from like travelling around doing some, showing people the old juggling
like
Nurgle guy
traveler.
or whatever. So he's like,
traveling around in the warp or the webway. Maybe he's like what's the green, like it's like a long green ball sack.
The orb.
Yeah, well it's like smoke that's coming out of the
that's cool.
The thing, but yeah, again, it was just like looking at the neon colours that I had because obviously it was like a neon thing. I can't get the long green ballsack out my head now. It's like he's showing people some weird alien testicles. He's like, step right up, come check out the fucking, Tyranid balls.
Yeah. It reminds me of the old man balls from Jackass. Now you said it, the ones that come out of the trousers. Did the crystals? Did you make them from scratch? Are they sprues that are cut?
No, they're just from other random bits that I collect.
Games Workshop models.
Something that's sort of cool. Eh?
From Games Workshop models.
No, they're just from just some other random model or something, or like from a £1 shop or whatever. I buy lots of shit from £1 shops, and then they're like, again, you can't really see in the pictures that I sent, but like his base is really like glittery because I've just put all these like weird.
I can see a bit at the bottom.
You can't really see. Look, you see here, like yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It looks a bit different in like
the face mask is really cool. Did you change the top of the staff?
Yeah, I did. I cut off because it had the Eldar sign on the top.
Oh, right.
So I just chopped off the top and put that like I guess it's a chaos sign, but also just a kind of I'm gently turning to chaos sign rather than I'm full-blown chaos sign. So
on my way.
Yeah.
That's like, I can't remember what your one is, Welshy, but so far we've got there's two chaos in the circus.
Much chaos.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily. I didn't necessarily want him to be chaos. He's just a random guy.
He's definitely on the way
chaos.
though. Some of his trinkets.
Maybe.
His trinkets are turning him for sure.
Listen, he's just a futuristic alien ball bag collector going about his business. He doesn't need your accusations of heresy.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that to sort out all of this heresy, the model I got was the Eversor Assassin. Which, when we did the Assassins episode, I think it was one of the few that we actually preferred the modern model to the original metal model. So I really liked the pose. So you'll see when I show you mine in a minute that I pretty much kept the Assassin in like completely intact because I really, really liked the sculpt. So with mine, I went for like adapting the base and doing like a little diorama as a setting instead of actually changing the model itself. So that's
cool.
So I did like a full circus diorama, and I wanted to kind of like some kind of grotty underhive circus that the Eversor is going into to like knock out some chaos cult that started forming within the circus. So I built it up in various stages. I took the Eversor model off where he normally sits within the big chunk of terrain, and put him on top, and then built this like knife throwing board, like spinning knife throwing board, and chained a poor woman up to it, who's like a massive mashup of loads of different kits, and then a kind of clown cultist running in, and he goes with the Necromunda clown army that I made, so it's the same colours from the Necromunda clowns, and he's just getting shot as he tries to run in and take out the Eversor, which is a bad idea. And then for the neon, I obviously went like neon on the clothes of the assassin, on his suit, which was, I think when I finished it all, I realised that because it was Christmas, it was just like really inspired by Batman and Robin and Batman Forever and the like Tim Burton Christmas kind of films, and also Tron. So his suit I copied from Tron to have like the lights running through the suit, and then added this like disco ball at the bottom with the different lights like you might find at the circus, and tried to do a bit of OSL with the different colours of the lights, like reflecting off parts of the model. So yeah, I think though, when I counted it, there's 12 different 40k kits in there, and I also got the chance to play around with a little bit of resin. And then the last thing that I wanted to be able to do, because I want to actually be able to use the assassin in games, I can detach the 32mm base from the actual like suit base, so I can use it separately. That slots into the resin.
Does the girl stay on it?
Yeah, she stays on the 32mm. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's
nice.
a bit of a different angle.
Yeah.
Again from there.
So what inspired you to paint his face green?
I don't, like I say, well, he's green face. I don't know if you remember those old Batman films, but there's a gang that lives that's like a neon gang that Batman has to go and fight, and they all have like hoodies and green skull face paint.
Yeah.
And they have like, it's like like a proper 90s UV rave type deal.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It is very Batman Forever. It does definitely has that element to it.
I might try and make like a penguin or something, like a big fat guy with flipper hands. That's like a DeVito in the background.
Yeah, you make like a Chaos Joker or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's nice because I've been painting like gold and blue Necrons for so long to use like the full range of primary colours and stuff on the model, which I don't do very often.
What is the torso and the legs of the guy that's being shot from?
So the guy that's being shot, everything apart from the head is the same model. They're actually it's the Age of Sigmar Khorne Warcry band.
Yeah.
They have these like, I just drilled some like bullet wound holes in his chest.
Yeah.
And put a new head on, which from like a corpse cart. And then the woman on the knife throwing board.
That's the ganger.
The head is from Necromunda.
Yeah.
The boobs and chest I sculpted because I didn't have any boobs.
You're not allowed to sculpt. Hey, fuck you! We were not allowed to sculpt. That was the whole thing.
Well, I only sculpted the boobs.
Disqualified. Take it down. Take it down. Well, she's disqualified. Sorry, people. It's been a disqualification.
I feel like I've let everybody
disgraceful.
down.
Upset. Fuming. So many
boobs,
bits.
Right? Because the body and the arms are actually a tau ethereal, and they don't have any boobs, so I needed to put some boobs on. And then the legs, the boots are from the Rogue Trader that came in that Rogue Trader set ages ago.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's like an ethereal human hybrid. And then the worms.
I would say it was very good, but I'm upset with it now.
I'm sorry I put fake boobs on there.
Everybody loves fake boobs.
Could have got around it by just putting loads of knives in or something. I don't know.
I had really good fun overall with that, guys, because it's just something completely different.
Oh yeah, having the two words like really focused the mind. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good, and we've come up with. They're all very varied.
Mm.
I reckon even if we had the same model, we'd probably have all come up with something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it was very good. The different ways we interpreted what was going on. And yeah. No, very good. Different ways we interpreted the no sculpting rule, stuff like that. It's all very interesting. So
It's just fun. Like for me, it was color palette that was the nice thing. It was the neon. Neon really made it because it was like I don't have to do grimdark. I can put really bright things in there.
Definitely the two things together, because I feel like I would have made something different if the word had just been circus as well.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? If like the fact that it was a neon circus, like you say, you know, conjured up a Batman Forever in your mind, and you know, just it made it that little bit extra. So
we're going to put them on the LBP Instagram.
Yeah, so you know, if you're watching this video, you'll have seen them. But if you want higher res pictures, they'll be on the Instagram. And like, if you want to give it a go, the theme was neon circus. We just picked a random character model between 15 and 20 quid, and see what you can. Post it to us, share it with us. We'd like to see anybody that comes up with a similar thing, what you come up with.
yeah, for your chance to win a Pat Fangs and a Zope model, just make some kind of contact with us, please. Jeff, if you're watching, we know that you already watched.
Cool.
Did anybody have like any experiences when they were thinking about the models, or did anything interesting coming? You mentioned like I kind of deliberately tried to paint it differently to how I'd normally paint it. Like I was trying to go a bit more grimdark, and then I wanted it to be quite grim, my one, but also fun. But you kind of went the opposite way, Welshy, with going like
the
big primary colours.
That as soon as I saw the skulls on the assassin, like I say, it was that Batman Forever, Batman and Robin gang just popped straight into my head. Like I did the assassin first before any of the other bits, and then the rest like just kind of came out of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean. Yours looks like American Horror Story, like a really dark, like a real like 18 like horror show version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you went probably the brightest out of us all on the colours, Stoney. Like in terms of the.
Well, I was really looking forward to painting stuff with crazy colours, and I actually gave up on my original colour scheme. Like I stripped it all off and restarted it at one stage, because I felt like I'd maybe made it a little bit too Games Workshop-y. Like I hadn't before. I'd like restrained myself a little bit, and then I was like, no, fuck it, it's the neon fucking circus challenge. So I just stripped it all off and went with all the crazy colours I wanted to use from the start. And to be honest with you, I fucked around a bit because I'm not that great at painting. And at first I wanted to fuck around trying to do some of that light sourcing out of his neon green testicle things, and I fucked that up a couple of times as well, and just was kind of like just gonna start again.
I found it really hard. Like I thought that this would be a model I really tried to do loads of that on, but I still find it really difficult. I think it's one of the hardest things that anyone does is that OSL.
I mean, well, I just got an airbrush, and I can see it being much easier with that, but I'd kind of started it without the airbrush and stuff, and it was just like, fuck, you know, I just sort of, it just, didn't go down.
I've been meaning to ask you how you stripped it, because when I convert models, the last thing, like, they can sometimes be quite weak, and you pin them, whatever. I'd worry that it would break. Did you strip it? How did you strip it?
I mean, it doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't really matter if something breaks if it's in the construction stage, because you just fix it, don't you? You know, so like if it's more important, like I'd rather have like a model that broke and then I got the shit paint job off and then fixed, rather than have a model that like was all put together nicely but had a shit paint job. So you know, so I just stripped it just in Dettol. It didn't break, but I did use some bits of like green stuff just to pin, you know, just to cover a few gaps and things. And that goes really gross. Well, certain modelling clays can go really gross in Dettol. It goes all kind of tarry.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get that paint and it goes all like tarry. So just getting all of that shit off is a pain in the ass afterwards. But that was kind of what I struggled with most, because also you want to get it nice and clean. You don't want it to leave like a horrible sort of texture on there or anything like that, you know. So that was more of a pain, really.
It's funny how we like neon. Synthwave, like neon and synthwave is like a real trend in the last like year online, with people painting synthwave models and whole armies that are like neon colors. It was a genuine random selection that we ended up getting that model, and in a way all of our three do not look like a synthwave thing that you can just Google and find a picture. Like, we've done something different. It was funny how we ended up getting neon, which is like very much in vogue, but we've come up with something different.